Hello YouTube, welcome back, and I know it's been just a few moments since we just did the 4 model aircraft unboxing video. So as I mentioned at the end, if I did have any ambition to do another 2 model aircraft that I forgot I had on hand for quite a while, I would do it, and apparently I do have the ambition to do it. So there's only 2 of them we're looking at by both NG and Gemini. For NG models, we got an American Airlines A321 with sharklets, and also another a GeminiJets Delta 757-200. This was part of the 2018 release, and I'm going to have a little bit of saying about this 757-200 once I unbox it. So I figured now that we're down to 2 airplanes in a whole separate video, this will be a little bit quicker. So I think I'm going to get to the American A321 first. So let's get to it. So if you are wondering, these models have been out of the box before at first, I have to say, so I could thoroughly inspect them. They're okay, no loose parts at all. So without further ado, here we go with the American A321. I know we don't see sharklet American A321s here in Jacksonville too often, but other than that, this is a very beautiful aircraft. So I'm going to go through the ritual of opening up the cradle, opening everything up, quickly showing you the aircraft out of its box. Kind of does look shadowy because the sun is pretty much setting, but there you have it. The aircraft is now out of its box, so I'm going to cut off the camera, do some cleanup work, and we're going to do our Vanna White action. Alright, and here's a much better view of the American A321-200CL. So yeah, this is one of the sharklet versions for sure. Also, if you're hearing a little bit of noise in the background, that sounds like rain. Well, apparently my mom is in the bathroom taking a shower, and due to the fact that the bathroom up here is like really close to this room, you'll hear the sound of water running, almost like a very hard rain shower and everything else. My mom will be out of the shower soon, so hopefully she doesn't interrupt. Anyway, let's take a look at this aircraft. So the reason why I did get it in the first place is because I did find out, according to Flight Radar, that sometimes during some certain months between the fall and winter seasons, they actually do send, American does send these kinds of Airbus A321s with the winglets, or sharklets as they say in Airbus, but only for flights to Dallas, because according to the registration number, November 144 Alpha November, this is a Dallas-based American A321 with sharklets, and it's also equipped with some first class on board called Kodiak. Normally the kinds of American A321s we get here in Jacksonville are the ones with the fence tips, which are known to be ex-US Airways A321s. Of course, when you're looking at sharklet American A321s, these are actually brand new and made just for American. So they actually have 2 kinds of first class configurations. One of them I think is called Flagship. Another one is called Kodiak. The Kodiak is used on cross-country flights from JFK or Boston over to like Los Angeles or San Francisco, kind of like our other airlines like JetBlue and Delta and United do. So yeah, this is probably a Kodiak first class American A321. And I gotta say, by NG models, this is a very gorgeous looking model. So not much else to say about it. So antennas are looking good. All of the wings and the stabilizers and the tail are glued in place as they should be. Got this off of a really good deal on eBay, and it looks very excellent. So as you could hear, because my mom turned the water off, I'm just worried that she'll call me, so I'm gonna do some quick Vanna White action. Closer look at the tail so you can take a look at the molding detail on the rudder. Alright, so there you have it. NG Models American A321 Kodiak First Class. Hope that they send these here from Dallas. Next will be the GeminiJets Delta 757-200. Stay tuned. And here it is, the GeminiJets Delta 757-200. This is an all-new release that was made in 2018. And I believe there was also a 757-300. In fact, out of all the Delta 757 series that's been made by GeminiJets, they've made a lot of 757s. First one, I forget what year it was, without winglets. Second one was in 2015 with winglets. And then 2018 with winglets and also a SATCOM box. And now we have a fourth one that got released, I think, around probably 2019 or 2020. And now recently Gemini came out with another one again, which I think I might get that for a second 753, but let's keep our focus on the 752 and the fact to tell you about it once I pull it out. So here's the box, and I definitely did inspect everything. This is all in one piece, so no need for super glue. There is a lot of soft plastic though, to protect the model from the hard plastic that it's all cradled in. And so here you have it. Looks pretty neat, doesn't it? Alright, let's make our jump cut and clean up all this mess, and I'll give you the Vanna White action. Alright, and here she is, the 2018 release Delta 757-200. And I do have to admit, having it with those aerials and antennas does, I have to admit, make the aircraft look very, very well detailed. And so does the SATCOM box. However, if you remember, first off, my NG models reviews, how those 757-200s have two SATCOM boxes, between a bigger one towards the front of the fuselage, and then another one towards the back, right here on the back of the fuselage. Well, as you can see, GeminiJets has this one with only one SATCOM box placed in the back. And on the 757-300, there was one SATCOM box placed towards the front of the fuselage. So, I don't know why, but at first, according to Aviation Blue Tech, at first I agreed with him that the way the SATCOM box on the 300 was towards the front of the fuselage, and on the 200 was towards the back of the fuselage. At first, he would say that GeminiJets kind of got the SATCOM box configuration backwards like that. But as of now, after a few times looking over Flight Radar 24, especially at the 757-200s, that Delta flies from either JFK and Atlanta, replacing this 737-700, there are some 757-200s like this that do have a just a one SATCOM box like that towards the back of the fuselage. And there are a few also that do have some like towards the front of the fuselage like that. But other than that, now that I have seen in reality that there are some Delta 757-200s with a SATCOM box towards the rear of the fuselage, that's what eventually prompted me to get this. So, along with the aerials and the SATCOM box, this is a really nice plane. So the registration of this aircraft, which I think you can see better on the box or on the model, is November 551 November Whiskey. And because it says November Whiskey or NW, that means that this is an old or ex-Northwest aircraft. And I believe it is saying in the future, eventually some older 757-200s are probably going to be retiring soon from Delta, but mostly older ones, though. So far, Delta has no set date when most of their 757s are going to retire. But as I probably said in the NG models release, along with that A321neo, eventually when they do retire all their 757s, the A321neo will be their replacement. But I think all the 757-200s and 300s in Delta's fleet still have like plenty of flying time left in them before they're retired. So if you are a 757 fan, try to enjoy these with Delta and United while you can, because of the way American Airlines was the first to retire theirs, along with their 767s, replacing them with A321s and A321neos, and also A319s for service to St. Martin. So yeah, we'll probably say this is one of the Delta 757-200s used from like JFK or Atlanta to St. Martin, or probably also for cross-country flights to LAX. So without further ado, let's take a closer look at this aircraft, and I'll give you all the Vanna White action. And by the way, one fact I do realize about all 757-200s is that you'll notice how I attach the jetway to the second exit door to the left like that, because it is true that at most airports, especially Atlanta and any others, a lot of times I see 757-200s or 300s being boarded in the second exit door to the left, known as the L2 boarding door. But it depends on how the jetway configurations are. So there are two exit doors that you can board through, either through here on the L1 or over here on the L2. And plus this one has over wing exits along, so this is a 10 exit 752, as I would say for short. At first I thought it's had the Sky Team logo on the winglet, but I was wrong. It must have been a reflection I was looking at. Yeah, when you look at it from here, kind of looks like the winglet over here has the Sky Team livery, but it doesn't. It's just a reflection. Alright, let me finish the Vanna White action. Yeah, you got a beautiful painted-in nose cone. That's also what I should have said about the baggage doors on the Mesa CRJ 900, that those details are painted and not molded in, so forgive me for saying that. But I think the luggage doors are on the right side. Yep, there's one towards the front, and then you got another one towards the back. That's how all narrow bodies usually do it, like that. Luggage boards towards the front and towards the back, sometimes on the right side, while all the passengers boards on the left, as explained by Captain Joe, if you heard of him. Not sure if GeminiJets has quite the molding detail for the rudder on the tail like that, but good but other than that, still some excellent detail on the tail and on the horizontal stabilizers. And because this is a newer release, the landing gear do roll. Don't count on the nose gear not rolling, because this is an adult collectible model, so don't force it. And there you have it. That's our Vanna White action, so let's get to a finale. Alrighty, and here you have it. My last two 1400 models that I forgot to show off, that I remembered I had been holding on, and they have been in my possession for a while, just have not had the ambition to show them off, because probably with my grandmother around and her curiosity. So maybe in another video I'll explain how my life is going with that. So other than that, here you have it. American A321 by NG models in first class configuration with sharklets, and a Gen 2 GeminiJets Delta 757-200. Can't wait to show these off in future airport updates. Until then, this is Cameranet Pinchio Wait, signing in, pinching out. Take care.